This is Hot Mike.
Hot Mike.
On the networks of WDAY.
WDAY.
Here's Dom Izzo.
Welcome back, everybody. Thursday morning show, in our second hour. Former Bison quarterback Easton Stick will show up and join us in about a half hour. We're going to chat about his quarterback camp yesterday and getting ready to go back for his 7th NFL season with the Atlanta Falcons. That's coming up later on in the show. But we have the second round of the NBA draft coming up tonight, 7 o'clock on ESPN. Our next guest is hopeful that his phone is going to be blowing up. I think it will be one way or the other, that potentially he could be drafted one way or the other. He's going to be playing professional basketball next year. First time we had him on was 5 years ago after he was named Mr. Basketball in the state of North Dakota out of Devil's Lake. Grant Nelson is back with us on Hot Mike this morning. Great to see you, bud. Just tell me the emotions. Here it is this morning. What was it like to wake up today?
Man, it's definitely exciting. I mean, something I've been wanting to do my whole life. So, I mean, it's great that the day is finally here. And I mean, I think no matter what happens, like you said, I'll still be playing professional basketball, hopefully in the NBA. So, I mean, it's definitely exciting.
So, saying that sentence out loud, I'm going to be playing pro basketball one way or the other. 5 years ago, was that the dream? Was that even in the back of your mind that this could happen?
I mean, it definitely was. I don't know how much like I believed in myself at that point, but I mean, I definitely knew I wanted to play professional basketball, and I mean that became more clear to me within like my first 2-3 years at North Dakota State.
So give us the lowdown on what your agent's telling you about tonight, what to expect, what could potentially go on as the night goes on.
I mean, there's interest a lot like later in the second round. So I mean, it's looking like either second round, and then if it comes down to like a team that I don't really like feel like I'd fit best with that wants to draft me, I mean, I'll probably just pass up on that and then sign a two-way, go undrafted, sign a two-way, and then like I kind of get to choose the position I get put in, and it's still like the same contract as if I did get drafted. So I mean, either way, it's like I'm not too stressed out or worried about it. Like I'm kind of like I already know like what I'm kind of getting into.
So to have that, is that how much weight is that off your shoulders? One way or the other, you know what's going to go down tonight.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a little bit of weight off my shoulders, but I mean everybody wants to hear their name being called, and like it's it's like a dream to like be called in the NBA draft. So I mean it's definitely like I'm still a little bit nervous, like just to get that phone call and whatever. But either way, I'm fine with whatever happens.
Well, you saw last night, Grant, the emotion of guys getting picked. Just it's a whole journey, and I want to chat with that about you, knowing full well how things started in Devil's Lake. It's certainly been a team effort for you. Can you reflect on that about your entire family, your support system that got you to where you are tonight?
Yeah, I mean pretty much the whole state of North Dakota. I feel like they've had my back and they've done so much for me, which I mean I owe them the world for all the support they've given me. Devil's Lake throughout high school, everything the town has given me, my parents, obviously, my family. I mean, I'm just so thankful for them and everything they've done.
You've been a busy man. We were visiting off air of how many different places and teams you've gone. Give us the lowdown of after the combine in May. What has life been like over the last 6 weeks?
Yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, I've worked out for 11 or 12 teams, and that was like within like 30 days. So it seemed like I'd go to a workout, or I get in at night, the next morning early, I'd go to the facility, be there all day, and then I'd have a flight to the next city. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot, and I'm glad it's over now, but definitely a lot of good experiences, and I feel like I learned a lot, and I did like work, like I feel like my game got better just like kind of learning how to play with different guys, and just working on different skills and learning things from each coaches from each team. So I mean, I think I definitely improved, but it was a good experience.
What's the workout consist of, Grant? For those that we don't know, are you going up against somebody, or are you by yourself? Can you give us the lowdown on that?
Yeah, it's usually 6 guys total. So like it'll be like I'll be matched up with like a big man or a four man.
Yep.
And then it'll consist a lot of 3-on-3. We'll do some one-on-one stuff, but pretty much everything we do is like live against each other, and it's all like documented of like wins and losses. So I mean, a lot of live stuff. Sometimes some teams will throw in like a couple of their video guys or like practice players, and we'll play like 5-on-5 full court. But I mean, a lot of it's just 3-on-3, and then some teams will do some conditioning at the end, which wasn't my favorite.
So you're like, are you doing running up and down laps kind of thing after you're done?
Yeah, it depends on the team. Some teams,
Ugh.
yeah, it's crazy.
So they're grabbing guys like out of the stands to come play 5-on-5 at the end sometimes.
No, it's like it's guys that like they have do video for them and like like practice players
That's
or have
amazing.
workouts. So I mean, they're definitely good basketball players. A
Yeah.
lot of them did play college basketball. So yeah.
Can you give us some of the teams you worked out for?
Uh, Phoenix, Lakers, Golden State, Houston Rockets, Denver, um, Memphis. Let me think. I mean, like I said, there's a bunch.
Yeah.
It kind of all blurs together.
Did you end up working out for the same team that you did a couple years ago when you went through the pre-draft process? Was there any familiarity there?
Yeah, I worked out for the Nuggets, and it was the exact same workout.
Okay.
I mean, just a little bit different competition. So it's like I think my matchup last time was more of like a 4-man. This time it was a 5-man.
How does that change when you know it's a traditional center as opposed to a four guy?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me that kind of like changes my mindset to like pull him out to the perimeter and like try to use my speed to my advantage and my handle. So, I mean, it's kind of like I'll go into each workout and my agent, he'll send me like a little scouting report of my matchup or everybody in the workout. And then a lot of these guys I already know because I mean, I've played against probably like 15 different players from the SEC. So, I mean, it's a lot of guys I've already scouted throughout the years. So I knew a lot about them.
All right, let's talk about the last couple of years at Alabama and getting what you wanted out of going into the portal, knowing, okay, I've got to play some tougher, better competition. Give us the 2-year overview. Did you get out of that what you were hoping to the last couple of years in Tuscaloosa?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like I couldn't have asked for like a better league to be in, especially this last year. I mean, we were like one of the best conferences in
Huh.
all college basketball history. So, I mean, I definitely got what I wanted. I mean, and then I can't complain about making a Final Four, then an Elite Eight. I mean, playing under Coach Oates was a lot of fun. I had a bunch of great teammates. But yeah, I couldn't have really asked for anything better.
Just the competition level, Grant, we see it on TV. You lived it. How much of a jump was it to see, okay, I'm going up against guys. You played against Cooper Flagg this past year. How is it A to Z? Is it like Earth to Mars? How different was the competition level?
I mean, I feel like I adjusted pretty well, or I thought I was, my first year, and then I kind of hit a stretch like when we started SEC play, where it got a little tougher. Everybody was like crazy athletic, seemed like everybody could guard, and I don't know. I kind of hit a little thing in the middle of the season, last year, and then I mean I worked my way out of that, and I kind of got comfortable and like kind of realized I gotta like rely on my teammates, do things like get other people open, and that'll like ultimately help me get going.
How much of it you weren't not necessarily sneaking up on guys because maybe people didn't know you 2 years ago. That wasn't the case last year. People knew you, knew your game.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps like when people don't really know you, but I feel like coaches do such a good job like with their scouting reports. So like if the players like really lock in on the scouting report, like they're gonna know like your tendencies and stuff like that, and they have like a system and a defense they've been working on since. I mean, I feel like I think college basketball teams started practicing like a couple weeks ago already. So it's like they've been working on that for so long. You kind of gotta like figure out new things as you go throughout the season.
The dunk on Donovan Clingan in the national championship game. Where's that one ranked for you personally?
Man, that might be number one.
So you're taking off. You know he's a 7-foot guy. So give me the play-by-play when you're taking off there, knowing what's in front of you. Like this guy's not stopping me. Take us through that.
Well, I think it was just like the possession right before that, our offensive possession, we had an inbounds play and it was drawn up for me. And I like caught the ball and went up and tried to like lay up on him. And I thought I got fouled, but they didn't call it. So then I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna try to dunk it next time. And it turned out to be the next play. Like I came down in transition and just tried to dunk it. I didn't even touch the rim either. I kind of just like threw it in.
Your younger brother went viral for his reaction in the stands. You still joke about that, about how he went viral after that?
Yeah, he's going like this. Yeah. Yeah, I'll joke about him with that.
Oh man, that was something else. The time here, and I know there probably were, you were one of the first to really do this kind of jump, to leave NDSU to go to a Summit League school, a mid-major, and jump up to the SEC. Did you get any blowback here? Like, boy, why he's quitting, he's leaving his teammates. Did you hear that when you decided to leave NDSU?
I mean, for the most part, no, but like there's always those like older dudes, like some of my dad's old friends who they don't even know much about basketball, but they'll be saying things like, "Oh, this NIL nowadays, like it's bad for these kids," but like I mean, I feel like they're just so stuck in like these old-fashioned ways that I mean, it didn't affect me really at all. It's so I don't know.
Tell me about your 3 years at NDSU, of how that got you ready for Alabama and the SEC. You're getting your game developed here to become the kind of player you ended up becoming.
Wait, can you say that one more time?
Tell me about your time at NDSU, how that developed to get you to the player you ended up being at Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they got a great program for like dudes who are in my situation. Like I came in like 106 pounds, 6'10", so I was definitely like getting pushed around, all that stuff. So I mean, I feel like the program I had with Jason Miller in the weight room, where it's like you kind of lift like a football player for those first whatever couple of years. I feel like that helped me a lot, put on a lot of muscle, and then like mix that with Dave Richmond's like defensive minded uh, like strategy going into it. I think that like kind of molded me into a player, like hardworking, tough stuff like that. So I think that helped me move to the next level.
I still kind of shake my head that tweet that went out about you dunking on the Jacks and UND, that did that really start everything? I still shake my head. That almost started everything, Grant, that got the pro ball rolling.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was really like the first highlight reel I ever had made, and I mean, I think there was an account that just made a highlight reel, like it was like a Pistons draft talk
Yeah.
scouting or some. Yeah, they posted something, and then I don't know, for the next like month, my phone was just blown up, and it was just crazy.
It's so random out of the blue. And I remember talking with you and talking with your brother about, like, this is legit. This is a thing. And it just started just so quietly.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I got to ask about the shuttle run at the combine. Was that something you practiced for, or is that just natural athletic ability there?
Uh, I mean, I think I went through it like one time with my agency, and like I knew it was all just like if I got a good plant, like I'd do well. Because I mean, 2 years ago, or the first time I went to the combine, I was like third all time in the pro lane
Yep.
drill. So I knew like my lateral quickness was there. It was just like a matter. I didn't expect to break the record at all, but I mean, I guess I was feeling good that
So
day.
did you know it right away, or did somebody tell you that you broke the record?
No, it was I mean, the guys like that were using the stopwatches, like they all looked at each other, they're like, "Oh," like, and, like I thought I just had like the best of the day or whatever. But then like I saw some like my family group chat, someone sent something in. It's like unofficial time. Like if this is what it is, it's the record.
Couple
So,
minutes
yeah.
left here with Grant on this Thursday. Describe we were joking off air, the game in Grand Forks, to be able to come back and play. And I know it was a nail biter of a game. You guys end up winning, but what was that experience like to be back in Grand Forks and play earlier this year against UND?
Man, it was crazy. I mean, a lot of credit to that UND team. They fought hard, played a great game. I mean, it was definitely tough for us to stop some of their guys, Trace and Eagle staff. I mean, I feel like they put together like such a good game. But I mean, it was great just to play in front of like a lot of the people I played in front of at North Dakota State and in high school, and just seeing those people come out to the game and just show that support they've been showing me. So I mean, I'm really grateful for Coach Oates for doing that and scheduling that game. And I mean, I feel like a lot of people had a great time, and the game was great too.
How much were you being bugged for tickets about that? How early were you getting bugged for tickets about that last summer?
Man, as soon as the schedule came out, actually even before that, because my dad started like spreading the word as soon as soon as like we have an assistant coach, he puts the or he like negotiates the schedule or I don't even know how it works where they like make deals. It's like 3-year deals or something. So as soon as he like texted me, like I told my parents, I was like, oh, we got a game in Devil or in Grand Forks. And then my dad from there, he just started spreading the word and tickets were gone within like a couple months.
A couple last things for you. The fact that there are so many now that you've come through, Trayson's come through, that the future of North Dakota basketball is pretty bright, Grant. Tell me about being at the forefront of that and now a younger generation saying, yeah, I watched Grant in high school. I watched Grant at NDSU, and I think I can do that. What's that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think of it like I was watching guys like On and Moody and like people like that when I was in high school and like seeing how great of high school players they were and they went on to have like really good college basketball careers. So I mean it's just like it's fun to be a part of that. And I mean I'm super grateful for like all the support I have been getting. And every time I do come back to North Dakota, it seems like it's like nothing but love. So I mean I'm really grateful for that and I appreciate everyone in North Dakota.
What's the plans for tonight, and what do you got going on once 7 o'clock rolls around?
Yeah, I'm headed to my aunt's house. I'm in Devil's Lake right now, so I'm just a couple family members, got my girlfriend, a couple friends out here. So I mean, just gonna enjoy the night with them and hope to hear some good news.
And make sure nobody calls. Right, you got to off the phone. Right, like, hey, nobody
Yeah,
call me tonight. Right.
yeah.
It's great to see you, man. I really appreciate you doing this on draft day. Good luck. It's great to see you, and we'll talk soon. Okay.
All right, I appreciate it.
There he goes. Grant Nelson, Devils Lake, North Dakota, Alabama, and North Dakota State standout that we'll see. Maybe later tonight he'll get his name called once the second round of the NBA draft begins, 7 o'clock on ESPN. As we mentioned off the top, one way or the other, he's playing pro basketball next year. He's gotten enough feedback. He's mentioned 11 teams he's worked out over the last month that something positive is going to happen tonight. And it started so innocuously. I'll never forget we're doing a game in mid-January and January of 2023 that tweet came out, and McFeely and I were talking about it, and it was starting to get some legit buzz and talking with Dave Richmond. And then lo and behold, Grant, we hit the next home game, Eric can verify this. We had next to us at our broadcast spot, we had two scouts that were there. That never happened before, and we know the rest after that. And it's going to be awfully interesting to see what happens tonight. May not, and that's, I think, fair for people to remind themselves about. There are 59 total picks in the NBA draft. There's one team forfeit. I believe the Knicks did because they're the Knicks. So picks 31 through 59 tonight. And you heard Grant say it. You want to hear your name. There's still a special part of that, but there are plenty of guys that have been undrafted that have made it as well. And yeah, it is a tough road, but the fact he's got a foot in the door already, he's ahead of a lot of guys because of that. Appreciate his time, especially on a busy day. We'll break, come back. Got a bunch of emails coming in on a previous topic we were talking about on conference realignment. Always brings out some good stuff there. We'll do that as Hot Mike rolls on a Thursday morning. We're back right after this.